Welcome to Wednesday's workout, running and dumbbell burpees. Daryl looked up the origin of the word burpee, and it comes from, it's British. It's somebody's name. All right. What should we do to start? Andy. What? Andy, what do you want to, oh, okay, we're Simon shuffling.
Okay.
We're going to Simon shuffle a little bit. We will be doing some running warm-up. Sure, we'll be doing some dumbbell, basic dumbbell warm-up. You can notice we've got a clock up in that top corner. That's kind of nice. We'll also, of course, understand that there will be large chunks of time today that we won't be seeing each other. And that will be any of the time that we're out on the run. Although Andy can stay and host. Go ahead and get a set of leg swings. So we have Marcia and Julian. Julian, are you on your own or is Rich there?
I'm by myself today.
Okay. And Daryl and Christine and Andy. We've got Jordan in the room next door. If you look off to the side, you can see the shadow of his leg swings. Right. And so let's do this. My fists here are pretending like I'm holding on to dumbbells, and I'm going to set the dumbbells on the ground, shoulders width apart. And we're going to do a burpee. So you'll set your hands on the dumbbells, jump or step back, go all the way to the ground. This does not have to be a strict push-up, but it can be. And then you're going to take those dumbbells from between your legs and stand up with them. Then you're going to hang, power clean, and push press. Put the dumbbells back down. That's one rep. Jump or step back. Go to the ground. And now watch this one. I have the dumbbells in my hand, and I'm going to drive them up to the shoulder. So a power clean, and then a push press. And then let's go back down to the ground. That's two. There's one more way I can do this. It's not necessarily one that I recommend if the dumbbells are heavy, but going from the ground and basically a double dumbbell snatch. Jordan's groaning next door. He's already feeling these dumbbell burpees. Yes, there were burpees yesterday. There were burpees the day before that, the inverted burpees. Does anyone have any questions about what the hell a dumbbell burpee is? Did anyone Google search it last night? I mean, I know Daryl Google searched burpee.
Burpee, yes, that's royal burpee.
Yeah. So that's a regular burpee, but today it's a dumbbell burpee, so we can go heavy and fast. So let's do this. Standing in place, let's get a set of 20 high knees. And you can just do a high knee without running. And let's go for a set of 20 butt kickers. And a set of 10 air squats. Because there's no squats today, which probably means there will be squats tomorrow. So you're thinking now about the dumbbell load that you're going to use. Is it going to be the light one? Is it going to be the heavy one? Well, hopefully you're going to be like me, and I'm going to use a lighter set to warm up with. And then I'll talk myself into using the heavy set. So I want you to go ahead and pick up your dumbbells and get a set of dumbbell deadlifts. Now notice that I'm going to do this set of dumbbell deadlifts between my feet, meaning I'm going to put them down between my feet, holding good, solid, rigid, neutral spine, and then stand right back up. So go for a set of 10 of those. If you want this kettlebell, Jordan, it's 53. Did you see the way I'm going to do it? I'm doing this. I'll show you what we'll do for a swing. All right. And now pick up one of those dumbbells. Put a little bend in the knee, and we're going to go for Romanian deadlift. So a higher hip position. You can actually do a straight-legged deadlift if you want by not bending knees at all. And the goal is the hamstring stretch and the torso bracing, right? So do you think it was the 400 and then the 800 and then the 1200 that scared everyone away?
Yes.
Or do you think it was just the running in general? I don't think it's the running, because we've had quite a few and a variety of runs. We've done those 50-yard dashes. We did the 400-meter run. We did the 3 times 800 meters. And now just because we can, if your dumbbell feels a weight that's okay to go overhead, let's go for a set of 5 dumbbell snatches on the right, 5 dumbbell snatches on the left. And I'm going from the hang, just to warm up the overhead position. If you're wondering, Malibu Hardware is open. It's been closed for a few days. And so, just out of curiosity, if you were at the gym, what would I tell you to do next?
Go for the run.
Could be a run. It's not what I'm thinking of quite yet.
Pick up both dumbbells.
Not quite yet. Imagine, we've done a lot of pushing, and we do a lot of pushing. Today we have things that are going up overhead with a push and things from the floor with a push. And we don't get to do a lot of pulling. So I would say go over to the pull-up bar, which is right there, and hang. If you've got one and it's nearby, go to your pull-up bar and hang. If you don't have one, how many are there? I'd like you to get in a set of 5 bent over rows on each side to stimulate some hanging. Oh, it's good to hang. And you might as well, while you're there, get in 3 pull-ups. And then I'd like you to go for half of your 400-meter run. So about a 1-minute run. So run out for 30 seconds, run back for 30 seconds. And Marcia, I know your driveway or your street is really steep. Yeah, so take it easy going downhill. That's all I have to say. It's okay that it's tough going up, but.
Okay.
All right, so let's go for a 1-minute run. All right. Julian, do you have a 400, 800, and 1200 meter location?
I have these hill sprints, and it's 100 meters. So it's just a little loop. It's 100 meters. I was just gonna keep doing those and count.
Yep, that sounds good.
Cool.
I remember that from the 400 meter run that we did. And Marcia, do you know where you're going to do your runs?
I think I'm just gonna go down the hill and go past. I can run past the first guardhouse and go up and come around. It'll take me a while, but it's down and up. I can do the loop.
Okay, so let's do this. The first run should take you about 2 minutes. The second run should be about a 4-minute run. The third run should be about an 8-minute run, right?
Okay.
So try not to go too long during that period. And if you do your 400 meter run and you're like, okay, that was actually a good distance, or the time was actually right, it'll be a little bit boring, but for the 800, you can do it twice.
Twice, okay.
For the 1200, you could do it 3 times.
Okay, so you say 2, 4, and 8. Did you say that?
Yeah, because it's 400, 800, and
Okay.
1200. What's that? 2, 4, 6, not 2, 4, 8.
Okay.
The run does not double every time. It increases by
400.
50%. All right. So now, Andy, let's get those dumbbells and go for a basic dumbbell type warm up. So get in a set of 5 dumbbell deadlifts. Again, you can choose to deadlift them outside the edges of your feet or between the edges of your feet. The basic dumbbell is 5 deadlifts, 5 hang power cleans, and 5 push press. And then stay completely in control when you're taking those moves down to the ground. Unless they're your own weights, and then you're allowed to drop them from overhead if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Man, I can't even picture how far they would bounce.
So does everyone have a set of dumbbells that you're going to use for the workout?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to demonstrate just for the purpose of if anybody else is going to watch the video later and repeat this. I'm going to grab a kettlebell. And here's my movement.
Mike!
So here's my movement if I'm going to do the workout with the kettlebell. So I'm going to start the kettlebell way out in front of me. I'm going to do a burpee. I'm going to set up with this start and go directly overhead. And put the kettlebell down in front of me again. So they're single kettlebell repetitions. And if you're not going to do that today because you've got a heavy enough set of dumbbells, then consider doing it on another day just for fun to try out the move. In fact, if you have a kettlebell right now, get in 3 repetitions of a single kettlebell swing with a burpee.
Anyhow.
Excuse me, Marcia.
Yeah.
This is, are you looking for Mona the Harrison?
Yeah.
Today done for you?
Yeah.
Are you looking for Mona? The new no males.
Yeah.
This is
The key to this is making sure that when you take that dumbbell off the ground, now, hey, Daryl, it's a kettlebell swing. I'm standing about 1.5
All right.
All right. And I'm going to take it with a rigid neutral spine, swing, go up overhead, and then put it down. It's a hard style kettlebell swing start. What was that, Jordan? Oh yeah, don't hit your teeth or your forehead on the kettlebell. Yes, Julian?
I I'm just wondering what would be better to do, the snatch or the clean and then push press?
With a set of dumbbells?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell you the answer to that. You get to experience it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's do this. Please get in a set of 3 dumbbell burpees. And because Julian asked, let's do your first 3 dumbbell burpees using a deadlift, a hang power clean, and a push press. So Jordan's next door in the big room, and he's doing single dumbbell power snatches. And you guys are all doing double dumbbell deadlift, hang power clean, and push presses. Did you notice how that, especially with the load you're using now, that most of you went from a hang right into the dip and drop? That's how you can maximize the time and just the rhythm of the movement to get right overhead without pausing in the front rack position. Now let's do this. Please get in 2 repetitions where you're doing a power clean from the ground straight into the shoulders, right? There's no break in the deadlift. Yep, that's a snatch, Julian. So just power clean. Power clean it. And then dip and drive. Yeah, there you go, Kim. So you can think about this. Does that maximize your movement efficiency? Now you may find that across the 3 rounds, a different movement will satisfy that particular round. Right? Perhaps on the very last set of 9, you're going to blow through them so you can get out on the run. But on the set of 21, you may use a different movement pattern. Yeah, Kim.
Can we, because my dumbbells are pretty light, they're only 10 pounds. When I go down to the lower volume, can I switch to a heavier kettlebell?
Yeah, could I watch you do 2 kettlebell?
Yeah.
We call them a kettlebell burpee, where you get a single rep.
So do the kettlebell first. The kettlebell is first before the burpee?
Do the burpee first. You go to the ground because you get your repetition count when the object is overhead, and boom. You know, Kim,
What?
I think you should do this movement for the entire workout.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and that's why. That's the response I wanted, because with 10-pound dumbbells, you're going to blow through so fast that you're not even going to be super excited for the run. And by the end of 21, I want you to be so glad that you're out there running that you actually like.
Okay.
All right, so let's do this. Can you please go out on another 1-minute run? So 200 meters out. For Julian, he's going to run his loop twice. For Jordan, he's going to get on the bike and ride for 0.3. All right.
Oh shit. That's gonna be.
Okay. And does anyone know what I'm going to ask you to do next?
Get ready to run. Do
Not-
butt kickers.
Not quite yet. It has to do with the weightlifting movement. So far I've only warmed up 25s. And now it's time to bump up the weight if you have any more weight. I'm going to get in 3 dumbbell burpees with my 40s. Oh, wait a minute. These are 25. All right. So what do you guys think?
I'm having a little trouble of keeping that neutral position.
Okay.
When I come up, you know, from the burpee, I get it a few times, and then now and then I feel like, oops, I have that little twitch in my lower back.
Okay. So what I want you to do
Yeah.
is this. When you put, okay, so when you put the dumbbells down, I want you to step back with one foot,
Right.
step back with the other foot, pause.
Yeah.
Don't do the push-up.
Okay.
Then you're going to step up with one foot, step up with the other foot, and pick up the dumbbells with the deadlift. Now, I want you to leave your dumbbells in this position the entire time.
Okay.
There's no reason to put them flat on the ground. The rest of you, put them flat on the ground because you're doing push-ups with your dumbbells. Does that make sense, Marcia?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, so
Be better.
in the Wikipedia page, talking about the history of the burpee, one thing that they say is that the purpose of one of the purposes of the burpee is to maintain this rigid spine. And if you put your hands on the ground and jump back, or even if you kick back or walk back, and you're losing rigid spine and you're ending up in this cobra position, that's where it hits you in the lower back. So with the hands out, keep the article talked about, I think I've read that article probably 5 times over the last 15 years, but it talked about the daughter of this like army general who invented the burpee. His last name is actually Burpee. She's a fitness trainer now, and she said her grandfather never intended these to be done with a huge volume, because really they were more about maintaining stability in the core than they were necessarily about just beating people up. Now, they're in this workout for the purpose of beating you up, but don't lose the rigid neutral spine. That's only partially true. All right. Does anyone need to do anything else in order to prepare the weight or the run? I feel like we've done just a little bit of run warm up. We're not getting really deep into it because this is, you'll ease into the run on each subsequent run, right? I do want you to push the pace. And if you have to choose, I want you to put down your dumbbells, take off on like the first quarter of your run, just getting a feel for the pace, and then try and pick it up.
All right.
400, 800, 1200.
And what are the burpee numbers? I mean, the burpee numbers again?
21, 15, 9. Just think about Fran.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna mute my audio to play music, yeah?
Yes, I'll mute everyone's audio.
Okay.
I can't. One time I played music for everyone, and the YouTube video was copyright tagged
Oh,
because they noticed that the Guess Who were singing "American Woman," and you guys forgot that it was the Guess Who that sings that song.
American woman. Tell me what I need.
The workout today is sponsored by Blue Bottle Coffee, opening to a store near you in August 2020. Right, Jordan? All right. Does anyone need anything? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and silence. Okay, we're going to start in about 20 minutes. I'm having an issue trying to mute button. This happens to do. Julian's got the prints. Okay. We're going to leave Julian up there for a while. Is that all right? Okay. Okay. You ready, Jordan? You want to start your clock, or is this clock okay?
I'm gonna start with
Okay.
45.
Yeah. All right. 20 seconds. You ready, Jordan? In 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. What number are you on? 12. All right. What number are you on, Jordan? 3. I'm on 9. I'm doing 15, 12, 9. All right, here we go, Andy. All right, I'm on my set of 9. But in the first round, I decided to cut my dumbbell burpees to 15, 12, 9. All right, here we go, Kim. You're on the spotlight. Ah! Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9.
Good job, everyone. Just past 18:20. Coming up on 19 minutes, we're at 18:55. 19 minutes in. Good job, Marcia. Good job. Coming up on minute 20. Right there. $20.50 coming up on 21 minutes. Good job, Mike. 20:57, 6, 5.
Are most people done?
Marcia's done. Kim, is that you? You're done? Awesome. Whew. That was a little brutal.
When did you finish?
16:01. But yeah, the snatch was heavy, but I didn't really have to rep. Like,
Take any breaks?
I took like 2 or 3 seconds between each rep, but not anything long. I definitely think the bike was faster for me
Yeah.
than running.
All right. Andy's on his final row. Marcia, I guess, is done.
Kim's done.
Yeah, I came in at 20. My run wasn't great, my last run. My arms were killing me.
Tired?
Yeah, the arms were tired from doing those burpees. But it was still a good run. Oh. But,
All right. What did you get, Kim?
2108 with a 35-pound kettlebell. And thank you for pushing me to do that. The 10s would have been too easy.
Yeah, you would have been done in under 15 minutes, probably. Jordan, 16:01.
We don't have a 60-pound kettlebell.
Andy. 22.34 for Andy. 25-pound dumbbells.
44 or 34, Andy?
No, 2, 4. 1, 2, 2, 4. 25 pounds. Sorry.
Smart Alec.
And I rode my boat. I definitely cleared the breakwater today.
And Christine.
2040,
Woo!
15 pounds dumbbells.
How was your run? Can you go on?
But I did 400, 600, 800.
Good idea. Is Aaron done yet? And Julian.
I don't see Daryl.
Maybe Julian ran extra long.
That's the cough, right? That's not the COVID.
A lot of pollen in the air too.
Yeah, it's so humid out.
I even wrote down my times for each of my rows since the machine tells me.
Might as well.
Yeah. Ooh, it was tough.
Yeah.
Battery.
Hello?
24, 38.
Okay, how heavy?
How many what?
How heavy?
Heavy.
Oh, heavy. 2 20-pound dumbbells.
All right, Daryl, are you there yet?
It doesn't look like it. And he's muted.
All right, so lie down on your back, everyone. Lie down on your back, bring your knees to your chest. Put your hands over your head.
Twice to lay on my back.
Right, knees pulled into chest. Okay, now I'm gonna tickle you. That was weird. So let's go for some rocking and rolling. Just hanging out, rock and roll. I probably wouldn't say that to you if you were at the gym because I had a physical proximity of actually being able to tickle you, and you might be, what would be the word, Jordan? You might actually be
Too
down in front of them. I was going to use a more legal term.
invasive.
Yeah, you might feel violated.
Violated. Oh no.
Okay, and then lie down flat on your back and get a set of iron crosses. One knee to chest and then twist over to the side. Take your time through this. So this is not like a warm-up dynamic range of motion thing. This is a stretching thing. So if you're laying out in the sun like a reptile, let the sun soak on you a little bit. Yep, and just slowly twist back and forth. We'll spend like a minute here. Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking and keep doing a cool down, but I'm gonna stop the recording.